And he's like, you know what, all the world, the Roman Empire is going to be taxed. And how cool that God used a pagan, worldly, secular ruler who's thinking that, you know what, I am supreme in my rule, and I'm going to go ahead and make this decree and this edict. And what happened was it caused Joseph and Mary to leave Nazareth, to travel the 90 miles to Bethlehem, all to fulfill a prophecy that had been spoken by Micah 600 to 700 years earlier. Caesar Augustus is thinking, I am in supreme rule of everything that happens, and by my order, we're going to decree. What was Caesar Augustus? He was a tool in the hand of God. And can I remind you this morning that sometimes in our life when it seems like there's a mess going on, and there's a little bit of chaos, and it's not exactly as we had envisioned it to be, that God can use people we would least expect and bring them into our lives and continue in our way to understand that God is always at work around you and bring things in for His glory. You know, one of the favorite phrases that my father-in-law would use as he pastored a church in Northern California for nearly 35 years was this: don't just read the Bible, live the Bible. Oftentimes we get to reading passages and we skim over it, and instead of taking ourselves and imagine putting ourselves into that story. And we know the story, right? But live it for a second. You're traveling with your wife who is 9 months pregnant, and you get to this place where it's finally you've reached it after all this travel and the heat and the donkeys and the walking and the dirt and all of the stuff, and there's no room unless you want to stay in a barn. And she endured all of that. And maybe you're here today and you're going through your chaos. You're going through your mess. And nothing seems to be going the way that you have planned. Do you think when Mary found out she was expecting, she thought, I know they said it's going to be Jesus. He's going to be the Savior of the world. So I'm probably going to give birth in a barn. There's no way. There's no way she could have understood what was about to happen. And oftentimes in our life right now, you're going through something, you're like, I would have never imagined this would be coming into my life. Everything seems to be falling apart around you.